Got this out of the safe today and wanted to do another video for you guys with my 5B Gunworx custom Glock. I'll do some close-ups for you guys here in a minute and let you see all the detail and some really good color in HD. But I just want to tell you guys that this is probably one of the most visually stunning handguns that I own as far as just looks from the exterior. This is probably one of my viewers' favorite guns and other people that I show in person. I really like this gun, guys. There's not a lot that I've done to it. I did put in the Overwatch precision trigger, which uses the same trigger bar and all the same materials as the OEM Glock, but just has a different trigger shoe there on the end. I also put on the Olight PL2 Valkyrie light and red laser. It's really a nice weapons light, very handy if you're going to use this for home defense. It's nice to have on there. And it also has the Trijicon HD night sights. And I'll show all you guys that in a minute. Now, 5B Gunworx, if you're not familiar with that, or with him and the work that he does, you can look it up on Google, but he is normally really backlogged on the work that he does. Now, I sent my gun to him. He didn't even know who I was. I did let them know before the gun was completed who I was. I had already paid and everything like that. And then he did find out before I got the gun back who I was. But he did the same job to my gun that he'd do to yours. And I just really like the work. And he's also doing some other type of texturing now that you can look up. He's got several different patterns. Discounts for like firemen, law enforcement, military, things like that he'll give. You can read that on his website. But I'm not really here to talk about all that. I just kind of wanted to show off the gun again. I just really like the gun. If you look at the trigger guard, I'll show you some close-ups of that. It's got the little ledges on the side. Basically, you know, the quote ledges that you can kind of rest your thumb on, and it helps you to get more of a grip. So let's go ahead and take the gun now, guys, and I'll get you some close-up shots, and we'll get into some more detail about the gun. Let's start off with the texturing pattern that he used on this. This is called the basket weave pattern. I really like this pattern. It was one of my favorite ones that he does. And as you can see how he ties it all together at the back, it's not as easy to do as it looks. And I'm sure you have to be very skilled to do a pattern like this. I have on here the Terran Tactical base plate on here that gives you extra rounds into the magazine. I think that goes well with this firearm. Like I said, Overwatch precision trigger. It's a nice trigger. It's got a wider face on it. When you shoot this gun, it feels like that the trigger pull is lighter weight without changing any parts inside, just for the fact that the trigger is wider. Let's take a look at the bottom of the trigger guard there. Everything is super smooth, guys. Where there's not texturing, he smoothed everything out, very polished. You do have the pattern underneath the trigger guard. This is for when you get your grip and you come up under with your offhand, that your finger has something to rest onto to get some traction or some grip. Now let's take a look at the little ledges that he cuts here in the side. There's how far it sticks out. This is so you can rest your offhand thumb in there and kind of give you a little bit more stability while you're doing like faster shots or just shooting in general. Now, as far as the stippling texture, it's not just visually stunning. It really works when you use this gun and you're outside shooting and it's hot or you're sweating or there's water, whatever there may be. This does give you a very good grip, especially back here in the palm of the hand. You can really lock in this grip. So it really is function. It looks nice, but it really is for the function of the gun. It's not made for the looks. It looks good, but it's for the function that you get when you grip the gun. There's no problem gripping this gun. It's more than adequate. I had him go right up to here. He can go all the way out. I just wanted it to look kind of neat and finished under there like that. But this is how that you would grip this gun. Here's a shot of the Trijicon HD night sights. Really like these sights. There's the rear. It's serrated, so it's anti-glare. Does have the tritium vials in there for at night. Wanted to give you guys kind of a better shot of the grip here. So as you see, you can go in up high, and it will contact your hand up here in the web. Of course, the palm of your hand, your fingers, and your offhand will come up under here where the texturing is. Lock in there on that texture, and then up here, your thumb will sit right in there on that little ledge. And you also have grip up there to hold on to. So it does make a difference when you shoot, guys. Trust me when I tell you, it makes a huge difference. I've been shooting Glocks for years. This isn't something that you have to have, but it's something that I wanted to try, and I'm really happy that I did. The guy was great to deal with. I really like this gun. It's probably one that I'll be keeping forever in my collection. Here's what it looks like in the holster from Pete at the Armory channel. It's the Armor Guard holster with the leather look on the outside. I think it's really an amazing holster, and I think it complements this gun really well. Show you guys how it fits in the Armor Guard holster. Good stuff, Pete. Loving the Armor Guard holster. So there it is, guys. The 5B Gunworx custom Glock. Let me know what you think. Some guys love it, some guys hate it. You know, I have enough Glocks that it's nice to kind of take one, mess around with it like this, have something done to it, and then shoot it and see what your opinions are on this one and compare it to the other ones that you own and that you shoot. I really like the way it feels. There's no doubt whatsoever that it gives you a better grip. My favorite Glock of all time was the Glocks that they made standard from factory with the RTF grip, which some people complained that it was too grippy. That is probably one of my favorite guns, and I have a Glock with that grip frame on there from Glock factory. This does give you a little bit of a benefit, a little bit of an edge when you're shooting or if it's hot outside and there's going to be sweat, water, anything like that, mud, anything. This really does come in handy, and it is very useful, but it's not something that you have to have per se. It's something that you can do if you like it. I like the way it looks, and it even functions better than it looks. So all right, guys, there you go. Let me know what you think. Any questions or comments? Go ahead and put them down below. Please shoot me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Till next time, guys, this is DOF, out.